Alright, so the next step after you've done all your spaces for your circle is that you're gonna create a template. So in the back of the classroom, I've already created a template for you. They're neon green, and then I also have some scrap paper that's in the back. So you're gonna take your scrap piece of paper, take your template, okay? You're going to trace around it. You're then going to cut it out, and so you're gonna leave the template, put it back where you got it from. And then you're going to have a piece that's exactly the same size as one of your sections in your circle, okay? So the next part, now that we have our little piece template, is that we're going to start creating some kind of design. So I've kind of started small area, and what you're going to do is think of what kind of design you want to do. On mine, I've got some squiggly lines, maybe some circles right here. Because whatever you do, it's going to repeat over and over and over again. So you want to make sure that your spaces are not too small because you are going to paint this. So for me, I did some squiggly lines. I've got this line right here. I might add another kind of line right there. Okay. So I've kind of started off. I'm going to do some more like organic shapes. Okay, go ahead and do some like half circles in there, because once it flips over, it's going to be a whole circle. Alright, I'm also going to do maybe a second line right here. Okay, so you want to make sure you're doing this in pencil and you kind of darken over what you've done. What you're going to do is you're going to take this piece, right, and then you're going to start placing it on here, and you want to make sure it's really dark of where you're doing your lines, because you're going to try and see through this, and the pencil from the bottom is going to attach to your piece of paper. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I darken these up really well on all of this so I can see it really well. This also works if you have just plain white computer paper. You can see through it really well. But for right now, we're just using scrap paper. Okay, so second part is designing this piece. Once you get done, then you're going to start putting it onto your circle. How you do that is I'm going to see where my lines are, and I can kind of see through the paper of where they are on mine, and then I'm going to lift this up so you can kind of see how the pencil transfers over. You can kind of see the outline of it. You can also go back and kind of fill it in if you need to, and lift it up a couple times. Okay, I can see my lines really well. Okay, so you're going to trace over the whole thing, and then once you're done tracing over your pattern, you're then going to start flipping it over, and I'll show you how to do that next in part 3.